Hello, everybody. Sean here, Detroit Disney Duo, and today is it's the evening. It's Saturday, November 21st. It's 8:30. We were supposed to be live at 7, but I screwed that all up, and I was sorry. I was running late. You know, I was running late, so I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. If you were here at 7, and I pushed it out, so my bads. Yeah, but we were here. It's Saturday night. It was supposed to be at 7, but it's Saturdays with Sean. This is the very first week. Next week will be punctual. I promise it'll be more punctual. I will be on time. I promise. Anyways, I got my new cans. Now I can hear more. Yeah. I have my new cans. And for some reason my ear is hurting. Eh, um yeah. So these are brand new. Yeah. So I have to say there's a difference between the headphones I was wearing before, which is the K240S from AKG, and these Sennheisers. I had to remind myself, I should keep on reminding myself, Sean, these headphones are a lot louder than the other ones, and they're more, well, crisper. Everything doesn't sound so muddy, or it doesn't sound so bassy. The other ones sound super bassy, and these they have a lot of like high notes. I'm not gonna try to like give you my high note. Ah! Just joking. I probably just like really messed everybody up right there. Okay, so today is it's Saturdays with Sean. So what can I share today? And right now, let's see here. I have my iPad in front of me. I can share some stories because I wanted to go over stories. I like going over Disney news. It's just a wonderful, great thing going over Disney news. I just got wow. I've been live for at least 2 minutes and 28 seconds, and I finally just got a notification that I'm live. Hey, hello, YouTube. You're kind of late to the game, buddy. Or was that an email? It might have been an email. I don't know. Sometimes I would believe that there would be some type of delay here with things. I'm going to share this out, by the way. Let's get this shared out here because that's what I like to do is share out the live stream. So we're gonna let's see here. I'm gonna share out the live stream and voila, Shazam, ba-da-ba-doo. Let's do that. So if I share that on Twitter, that I'm live now. And we're just sharing we're sharing it to everybody. That's what we're doing. Yeah. We got one new viewer. Might be myself, by the way. I can say that I am I am watching. And no, I'm not watching. Maybe some of my Facebook friends that might come over and watch. That would be wonderful. So, anyways, all right, let's get started. We shared out enough. We beat up our microphone, and yeah, it's everything's still intact. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about. Oh, I wonder if I can get these. If I could share these stories. Let's see here. Let's see here. Facebook. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do that. If that will work out, because if that does work out, then that's going to be great. Um, Sometimes it doesn't work out, and then, yeah, saved. Let's see here. Let's go over to share screen and window, and oh yeah. So, right here, we're talking about the brand new light up flaming Hades headband. It arrives at Disneyland Resort, which is interesting. I thought Disneyland was closed, but yeah, the Hades light up flaming headband. Um, you know, I love it. You ever it kind of reminds me of that one Christmas special. Now, Hades, if you did not know, is the character from Hercules, the film. But what this really reminds me of is that Christmas special, um, where where it was that one, oh man, there's this one movie where the guy, it's where everybody's frozen. I can't remember about it, but anyways, I thought I would try to find it, and yeah, obviously I did not. But anyways, here it is, right here. It's the Hades, and it's right there. Okay, all right. So I was unable to find it at all, but that's quite all right. So, but I thought this was interesting. Here's a bunch of them. Here's another picture of them. I think that personally, I think that WDW News today, somebody should start putting them on their heads and not just showing you them, but like really seriously, put them on your heads and wear them, because I think that would look really, really, really kind of cool. I'm just putting that out there for whatever it's worth. So yeah. All right. So we're back here. Let's get rid of that story there. Let's go to the next one. It says here, and it says new. This is news from Disney Food Blog. It says right here. It says that temperature checks uh, may be ineffective at identifying COVID cases. Now, one of the things that they've been doing is taking your temperature at a temperature screening. Here's one right here. Somebody being screened at the parks. If the CDC says that's not effective, hello to Disney World Freak. How are you doing, Carlos? So if indeed that taking your temperature at the checkpoint is an ineffective way of figuring out if you have COVID, which to me, maybe you just have a temperature or whatever, and they're just going to send you home. I think for whatever it's worth, if you come there and you get a temperature, why take the risk? Send the person back home. I don't know that people are working themselves up that hot to do that. You know what I'm saying? That they're going to have a temperature, but I could be completely wrong about that. Somebody's at the front door. That's my Amazon Echo going off for my Ring camera, which I'll talk about that someday in the future, because it never every time there's a car passes by, it wants to tell us that there's something detected outside. So the temperature checks. I do know that they're going to Disney is installing though these huge security walkways. Basically, you'd have a group of people that would be able to walk through it all at once, and it would show all sorts of things, like maybe their temperature of their body, and if they have any metal objects on them, and all sorts of other neat stuff. Instead of doing one single person or checking bags, or maybe they'll randomly, like the airport, pull you out and have you dump your bag somewhere, or they'll go through it. But it'd make it faster for people to go in and outside of into the parks without all that rigmarole of the less contact with the security officers. So I can't wait for that to really happen there. But yeah, all right. So let's see here. Let's mark that off the list. This is kind of late because I've heard it has changed. Let's see here. It was breaking news at this point in time. Some of these are old. Walt Disney World theme parks now operating at 35%. It was 25% not too long ago. There was a big debate of whether or not they were over 25%. Then everybody made a video about it. They were like, the reason why that they're looking like it's really crowded is because barely nothing is open for anybody to do anything. Like all the sit down shows are all closed up, and so that's right. You'll have to. Carlos is going to let us know exactly. Disney World Freak. He's going to let us know when he goes next week. I think he's going in like 5 days, or not too long. He'll be there next week. Maybe 3 days now. Let's say Monday or something like that. But they say the park is now. Hold on to your horses, everybody. 40% open. That was the latest thing that I heard, that they're open all the way to 40%. And they've due to the fact, and this is my thinking, and this is something that I thought about a while ago. This is another thing that I thought about, and it never really occurred, right? But I thought, well, a way to kind of get people out of the park and lower down the crowd size was that you could actually get people moving around if they open park hopping back open again, because that period of time where people would be traveling from one park to the other park, they would not be in one park or another, and it would take them some time to move around, get all resituated and everything else like that, get through the checkpoints. And I see that might actually that's going to be happening in January. You'll be able to park hop from one park to the next. You'll just have to be there they won't be able to enter your second park until 2:00, 2:00 in the afternoon. Yeah, buddy. We're talking about, yeah. We have the old yeller dog. He's right here. So buddy, we're live. We're gonna have to take a doggy break. That even sounds normal? Having a doggy break? All right, hold on. We'll be right back. A doggy break. Wow. On. Go outside. Cookie? Where you get cookie? Go cookie. Cookie. Come on. Go cookie. Go cookie. Go cookie. Come on. Get in there. Go cookie. Go. Oh gosh. All right, we're back. We had to help out our dog. He likes to sit right here, and he barks when you're not petting his head. But he's a dog. They like pets, but if he could, he's not he's not a little Pomeranian that would like be on my shoulder kind of dog. He's a 80-pound dog. I don't know that I could have him on my shoulder. Just thinking. Anyways. All right. So, and it was Saturday with Sean and dog, believe it or not, for just a minute. So 40% come in July, people will be able to take after 2:00. They'll have to leave before 2:00, but they'll be able to enter the second park at 2:00. I wonder if how that's going to work. We'll see. We'll have to see. So let's see here. So we've read that story. So Carlos is he's excited. He's going to be driving down. I was watching your show earlier, and he's going to be driving south. And the only reason I one time I took the same route he was taking. I drove it from Georgia all the way into Ohio, into and back into Michigan, and I have to say, there's a lot of hills, mountains. They are mountains. You drive through the mountains. The interesting thing on I-95 versus I-75 is you get a lot of those. You get to watch and go through the mountains like in a tunnel versus over on top of them, which is exciting because when you're in the tunnel, it gets very dark and then you can get really discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, yeah. So let's get back over here. 35%. Let's see here. Here's a story about here's a story about virtual 2021 Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend in 45 days from today, which is January the 6th. They are going to have the virtual marathon weekend, Run Disney. You still pay money for the virtual 5K. It's sold out. Nobody can do it. Then they have the virtual 10K. It's $49. You can run a half marathon for $59. I don't know what the price difference is. It goes from $59 to $118. But you can do all these virtually. So you have to, I guess, you're going to be on the honor system of running. I don't know how it works out. Maybe you'll have a Run Disney app that you'll have to the race policies. Guests are encouraged to participate as long as each participant is eligible for the particular racing event as follows. Let's see here. Racing, the medals, virtual times. Runners will track their own times, and completion is based on the honor system. Dun 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 dun. The honor system. Yeah. I don't know. There's going to be some people who are like, yeah, I ran all that time and this was my time. And then they'll turn it in. And, but I think there's a lot of runners that are really going to be, that are going to be like really honor. They're going to be honorable people and basically turn in the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to fake it and just pay the money and get the ribbon, because that would be really, really not wouldn't be honorable, and it wouldn't be that cool of a thing to do. Just saying. Let's see here. There was a big ordeal about this about a few weeks ago. It was here's the Disney Parks blog. It was a classic snack is now available at the Magic Kingdom Park, the Walt Disney Resort. You can now get the iconic hand-dipped corn dog, perfectly fried in its secret corn batter and served with the house-made potato chips at Sleepy Hollow. Now, this is what I have to say about this. I do like corn dogs, but I could definitely see, we have the Mickey bars at Kroger's, which is a food chain here in Michigan, and we do have the Mickey sandwich, ice cream sandwiches. Why doesn't Disney just put out some more food and let us have the microwavable corn dogs? I mean, that would be real. I mean, I would buy a box or two of these corn dogs, if they had Disney's name on them and that was their trademark sky quoting, trademark corn dog. I don't know. Would you buy a Disney corn dog from the grocery store? I'm just asking for some friend out there who is really interested in knowing whether or not that they would be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. So there's some breaking news here. The Festival of the Arts. That is the Festival of the Arts starting January 8th, 2021. That's really early, by the way. Well, there's the Flower of the Garden, and then the arts comes first. So it is, I don't, maybe it's not so early, but it's going to be in January the 8th. And you're going to be able to, this is something I really like a lot, is where you paint, they have like little boxes and you get out there and you paint a little bit of the large picture, like a pixel of the photo on the wall. I think that's one of the best things. That is so cool. They're going to have to spread that out though. And, let's see here. That's one of the coolest things that I like at the. There are you get to see a lot of art stuff. I wonder if the vendors are going to be there, all the art vendors like that usually go there, or will it be kind of like a more of a scaled back kind of thing. I'm really not sure. So let's see here. Where did I? Oh man. Okay, we'll have to get back there in just a GIF. Yeah. So let's see here. My save. So we got that. Let's unsave that. Okay, Tron. Tron is not going to open until the Walt Disney will not be open for the 50th year anniversary. So they're saying that it will not be open by October, or maybe October's a long ways away. I mean, you never know what can happen by October. That's when it officially is the 50th. Accordingly in the month of October. But hey, it's a video, and I'm not going to do a video in a video. No, not at all. I didn't know that. I didn't see that. Okay. Also in the news. No, I'm just joking. Let's see here. This is an interesting article that I read the other day. Maybe it was a little while ago. It is some of the rankingest most expensive food in Disney World. Now, I have been on some dining plans. I have eaten some food that people have said that is really expensive food. How do you get to eat all that? And I'm like, I'm on the dining plan, man. So, yeah, so they have, let's see here, the A5 Wagyu, and I did eat this the last time we were at in Canada, and we did eat at there at the steakhouse there, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but that was probably, and I'm just saying, probably the most expensive A5 Wagyu meal I've ever had. Now, if you're not familiar with A5 Wagyu, as a friend of mine says, the A5 Wagyu is the best steak you can get in the planet. And it's the most perfect, precise, best cuts, best tasting meat, best cuts of meat that you can get is the A5. It's not an A4. It's not an A1, but it's an A5 piece of meat, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. They're saying that Remy's Ratatouille is not going to be open in 2020. We already know that, but they're getting really kind of close on that. They're saying that it will be open next year for certain. No, that's the latest news. Let's see here. Let's talk about some other news. Let's hear the Helly Hansen Mickey Mouse women's jacket. Yeah, that was already there. All right, here's some more ears. The main attraction, King Arthur Carousel ears are back. Let's see here. The Giraffe Resort mug and Jambo apparel arrives. I did like this Animal Kingdom Lodge. I did like their mug. I like the giraffe. It looks really kind of cool. It's pretty cool stuff. I'm not a Jumbo House kind of person, but I do like that it says Animal Kingdom Lodge, and it looks like a giraffe. I think it's one of the better looking things. So let's see here, blah 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 blah, and we already knew about that. So let's see here. Oh, they're talking about. I remember this last week. One of the biggest news things that came out after the call. I guess there was a quarterly call where they went over the results and some operating things are happening in the future, like Disney spending $1 billion. I feel like I'm, Dr. Evil. Not $1 million, $1 billion, $1 billion on just park safety for protecting everybody from the virus that's been going around. Yeah, so that's a lot of money to spend. And I'm sure that you're going to see a lot more plexiglass. I think they're going to be going to a new face mask. I don't know. I guess I'm just making that part up. But anyways, yeah, they're spending a lot of money on a lot of stuff, and that's great news. Secondly, they also said that they're going to try to fast track the Splash Mountain redo. Yep, that's going to be put on the fast track, so it gets done, so everybody feels included into the parks. Also, I heard that they're really making a lot of headway over there at the the resorts that are getting redone to include the Polynesian resort that's getting had a loss of name for some reason. The Polynesian that's getting redone, and some people have been going there and checking it out, seeing how it's coming along, and that's really appreciative of everybody who's been doing that, so we can see it all, and that's great. So yeah, let's see here. Frozen Sing Along has been back. I've seen some people that have gone to it. They've been singing their hearts out. It's back. The Actors Guild has gotten back to work after some of them were not coming back, or a lot of them have been let go not too long ago. And I don't know, maybe if things are up to 40%, maybe they'll bring back some of the actors. I'm not really sure if they're going to do that and when they're going to do that. We'll have to see what all happens. So yeah, maybe I'm almost to the end of these. Oh, those are pretty neat. Limited edition Star Wars droids headband by Her Universe. That must be somebody who does some side work there. Yeah. So that is the end. That is the end of that. Let's see here. So all caught up in that for now. That's wonderful. And man, I had a lot of stories there. Looks like tomorrow, I just kind of noticed that tomorrow, Resort TV will have an all-day Magic Kingdom stream. That is great news. I love Resort TV 1, and I love watching them. They are one of the best live streamers from Disney, and they have great streams. And Josh is really great to listen to. And I'm not just making that up. Let's see here. So, tomorrow it's going to be a busy day. Whoever just joined, hello there. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. For here, we're going to be live streaming, not about Disney stuff, but we're going to be selling things. Here we are a distributor. I guess that's the word, a distributor of LuLaRoe, and we have a big 4-hour live Zoom call going, and for the holiday of Hanukkah, and they're having a Hanukkah con, like a Hanukkah con virtually with our temple, and that's really kind of cool stuff. It is a lot of people are doing their holidays from the virtually, and that's really kind of cool. So we're going to be doing that, and yeah. So let's see here. NFL. Oh yeah, coming up next Thursday. Here's another thing if you did not know. Let's see here. Let's see here. Coming up next week, I will be part of the Thursday night. I think it's going to be Thursday night. Yeah, the Thursday Pete McNivick's NFL Thursday night football. I'll be there, and you can watch us there. And Pete McDivitt also on I think it's on the 23rd, is going to be having the Pixar. Man, I'm really bad at this, but he's going to be having the Pixar badge of honor, and that's going to be next week also. There'll be a lot of people that are honored for a lot of things on the Pete McDivitt channel. You should watch it because it is going to be really awesome from what I hear. So I'm definitely going to be watching. So that's another thing that's happening over there. Yeah. So this is the first week that I've done Saturdays with Sean. One of the things that I do on Saturday evening is, I talked about a video or so ago about reminiscing about places that I've been in my past. And one of the places that I've been to while I have been living this great life of mine is Okinawa, Japan. And I follow a YouTuber. They have a Facebook page. It's called Live in Okinawa. And they also are live on that Facebook page, Live in Okinawa, and they go live every Saturday evening Eastern at around 9 o'clock, 10, about 10 o'clock or so. Set your notifications if you ever want to get, so you know. So basically they drive around Okinawa, they go somewhere, and then you get to see Okinawa again. That's really great. I love watching YouTubers in different areas of the world who are showing you all sorts of great things live, and that's great stuff. So it's always good to see a place that I left like 30 years ago and come back and see how it's, they're great people and they show us great stuff, and it's like I'm right there. Yeah. So Detroit just had talking about Detroit here for a minute. Detroit just had their tree lighting in Detroit. It was all virtual. It was hard to tell if they were using a green screen or not. I think they were. But it was still kind of a nice thing. They had Smokey Robinson did sing some songs. That was really kind of a cool thing. You can watch it on you can go to the Facebook page WXYZ. The broadcast is only 30 minutes to light the tree. And which was kind of great because usually you're standing out in the cold, you're standing around this tree, you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then all of a sudden the flick, everything goes, the crowd goes, shh, I feel like you're, almost like you're at the golf tournament and they tell you the marshals, so basically, yeah, the no waiting around for anything for the tree lighting. It just was a nice, swift virtual show that went really well on YouTube, and it was broadcast on Facebook and everywhere that Channel 7 could. So that was really great locally and whatnot. So, yeah. some motion was detected on our front door. That's the second time that Alexa has told us. I look at the front door. I don't see anything there. Nobody's there. I haven't seen even a car or anything. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking. I have to tell you, the Ring is great at picking up cars. You know, I can tell you, no car will get past my house without being noticed. That's really important. So, if you have not done so already, uh, you can click because we're leaving. This is let's see, we're gonna go a little bit longer. If you have not been done so already, go ahead and make sure you click that like button and let us know that you like this. It's gonna be every Saturday at 7 instead of 8:30, 7 o'clock at night here with me. I totally it just surpassed me that it was the time at 7 o'clock. And I was like, whoa, I was supposed to be doing that. And then I messed it up. But usually it's at 7 o'clock. And next week, I think I might invite some people to participate here on Sundays at Sundays at 7, and maybe have like a round robin conversation, and you see how it goes with inviting some people to come by and talk. So we'll have to see. Yeah. So I got the tree up in Detroit. Everybody's ready for that. Also, the city that I live in, they're having a kind of a cool thing. They're gonna have it so you can drive by and see the lights, the Christmas tree that's lit up by our city. And also, there's a nearby city in Detroit called Rochester that I will be driving past and showing live, probably, maybe, or at least making a vlog about it. And it's called the Bright Light Show. That's what they call it. And it is free, but all the businesses along this road are all lit up, and it never stops because all the businesses are like right next to each other. And it's like a one big giant street of tunnel of lights. It's the best thing that I've ever seen. I also like going around and just driving around, looking at lights. Yeah. So it's kind of a cool, kind of a great thing. So that's what's going on around here in the Detroit metro area. So I'm already planning our trip, our return again to Disney. It's I will be the great half a century also along with Disney World, and that will be great because I want to spend my 50th with their 50th, and then we're both spending our 50th birthday together. That's so awesome. I'm just saying. And so that's the big plan. Hopefully it will go as said, and whatnot. So yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty awesome stuff. Yeah. So let's see here. What else can we talk about? All right. So if you have not done so, remember, if you even see this on the playback, go ahead, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, and right over here, the subscribe button, right over here, and yeah, and give us a thumbs up. All right, talk to you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. There was several people that stopped by. I don't know who they were. They didn't say anything, but that's fine with me. They were just checking it on out. Next week, same channel, Detroit Disney Duo. I will be here at 7 o'clock sharp, and whatnot. Maybe it'll be 8. I don't know. I'm just subscribe, and you'll be notified of when the time will be. I think 8 o'clock might be better than 7 o'clock. Kind of a mediocre time. So, anyways, talk to you guys later. Have a great one, and remember, live the dream. Talk to you guys later.